I love.
I'm enhancing my career.
Studying here will get me my degree.
Apprenticeships have enabled us to develop our future employees.
I'm learning on the job, building my career.
I am returning to learning.
Walsall College has something for everyone.
Don't delay. Secure your place. Apply now.
Hiya, good evening everybody. My name is Narjit and today we'll be talking about plumbing and what sorts of careers you can get with a plumbing qualification. I'm joined by David today, who's one of our tutors, and over the next kind of 20 to 30 minutes we will be talking you through what sorts of careers you can get into and which courses of ours can get you there. And we will also touch on progression opportunities, so potentially onto apprenticeships and that sort of thing. And then you will get the chance to chat to Dave if you have got any questions at all. So please do keep them in your mind, and then we'll get into that a little bit later. Now is the perfect time to apply for a course. If you haven't already done so, you can try and secure a place for you now, so you're ready to start in September. Our courses do fill up quite quickly, and plumbing is one of our really popular courses. So do apply now if you haven't already done so. Obviously, we're in lockdown. Many of you may be worried about, what's happening. Obviously, exams are now cancelled. What's happening with your results? So, main thing I want to say is don't panic. Try not to worry too much. We will make sure that we can secure you a place on a course best suited to your skills and needs, so that your studies get off to the best possible start when September starts. So, without further ado, I will pass you on to David. David.
Hello. Yeah, thanks for joining. I'm just going to share my screen in a moment, and I'm just going to show a few PowerPoint slides, and I'll talk through the courses that we run at Walsall College. So if you just bear with me a minute. Okay, so hopefully, can you see that, Nige? Can you see the PowerPoint there?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Okay, so let me see if I can just make that full screen. Okay, so unfortunately I've ended up in the middle of the PowerPoint. I'll just go back to the beginning. That would be a good place to start. Okay, so yeah, once again, welcome to Walsall College. We do a range of courses. The plumbing courses that we do, or the ones that we're going to talk about this evening, are largely aimed at the 16 to 18-year-old bracket, but we do some evening courses as well. So we'll have a look at some of the courses that we do, and I'll run through those with you. So plumbing is part of the building services engineering sector. Most people would just call it construction, but construction differs a little bit because it includes all the other trades such as joinery, plastering, and brickwork. But plumbing is what we call a building service, along with things like gas, water, and electrics. You can imagine if you've perhaps had a boiler breakdown, or perhaps you've had a burst main somewhere on the street. It's not much fun without the water or the heating for a few hours. Could you perhaps imagine just sort of moving into a home with no running water, no heating, no washing facilities, no toilets, no drains? That would be the situation without plumbers. So plumbers are always going to be in demand. The type of work that plumbers do includes, and it's not by any means exhaustive, this list, but it includes site work, so installing new systems in new buildings, servicing, which is preventative and planned maintenance. So you may have asked someone around to your home perhaps to service a boiler, and that's to help prevent it break down or highlight any problems that might be coming up. System upgrades, so sometimes people have got old systems, they need an upgrade. It's probably not efficient anymore, or it's probably not working as well as it should. So they may need new appliances or a new boiler or something similar to that. It includes domestic work. So you're working with people's homes. They could be flats, bungalows, houses, and it includes industrial and commercial work. So again, plumbers could be working on new builds and installing new plumbing and heating systems, or they could be working in existing properties such as schools, hospitals, hotels. So there's a very, very broad range of work there that plumbers can cover. So existing work and new build installations. Career progression and career and progression opportunities include things like apprenticeships. You can become a level 2 qualified plumber after completing what we call an MVQ, so basically an apprenticeship. And you can go on to do a level 3, become an advanced craft plumber. Again, you need further training and do, continue with your apprenticeship. Typically, probably around about 19 years of age before you start doing a level 3 apprenticeship. You can go on to become a gas fitter or gas engineer. Again, you can include servicing as well as installations. You could also work in the renewables sector. So things like solar panels. People are probably familiar with the solar panels that generate electricity, but also they can be used to top up hot water systems. There are heat pumps which extract energy from the air and from the ground, and they can be used to top up heating and hot water systems, rainwater harvesting, and other systems. So there's a broad range of career opportunities there that you can get involved with. It's not just fitting pipes to radiators and taps and things in bathrooms. The courses that we run at Walsall College start at entry level. So typically a school leaver might come to us and they're not entirely sure whether they want to do plumbing or electrical. So we run a course, an entry level course, which is like an introduction. Also, it may be that the students come to us from school and they haven't perhaps got as high a grade in maths or English as they would have liked. Maybe it doesn't quite meet the grade for going on the level 1 course. So that going on that entry level course buys them a bit more time to build those skills while they're at college, develop the hand skills with the tools and things like that, and get a bit more understanding of what they want to do before they progress to level 1. So level 1 plumbing courses, again, there can be 16-year-olds, or it might be progression from the entry level. So it may be that a student's 17 by the time you get into the level 1 course. We do all the things that you would do on the entry level. The difference is you've got a few more tests, if you like, paper-based testing things in the portfolios, but students will typically be learning how to solder, bend pipe, use hand tools like adjustable spanners, files, saws, all kinds of things to develop the skills making pipe work. We start them off making simple frames, and by the time they've finished, they're hanging basins and radiators on the wall and connecting parts to those. Again, there's progression opportunities from that to go on to level 2. So by the time a student gets to 17 or 18, sometimes older, they could be going on to a level 2 course. And when you go on to the level 2 course, you will be doing everything that you would do in an apprenticeship, with the exception of the on-site element. So an apprentice would have someone come out and visit them on site and witness them doing real work situation, real plumbing, and they would have a portfolio in addition to what they have at college. So, it's developing the skills further. But level 2 full-time students, as we call them, which is usually 2.5 to 3 days, will learn the same things at college as an apprentice. But the apprentice would take 2 years to do it, and we do it in 1 day a week. And there's opportunities to progress further on to level 3. Typically, as I say, usually you're about 19 before you get to the level 3 program. And again, that can be a technical certificate, which is college-based, or, there is options there. If a student gets the opportunity to move on to an apprenticeship, there's the option there to transfer. And of course, anything that they do at level 2 and level 3 will count to what they do on their apprenticeship. When students get past that stage and they're sort of wondering what to do next, maybe they've done the level 2, maybe they're not sure about doing level 3. If they're 19 or older, they can actually enroll in the gas foundation course. But obviously it's after we've done the plumbing course first. We're not able to take anyone under the age of 19 because of financial reasons and various other technical issues. So those are the courses that we're running. So it goes from entry level to level 3, and if you completed level 3 and you're 19 plus, there is the option to do the gas foundation course. 5 reasons why you might want to come to Walsall College and do a plumbing course. Well, we've got very well equipped workshops, and to be fair, the virtual tour on the website doesn't really do justice to the workshops. They're very big, and they are very well equipped, and we do have a lot of tools as well. Plus, we've got a second reason: we've got a high level of progression. So once you've done, the one of your chosen course, there is room there to progress, as we've said, to the next level. We've got several courses there that we can progress through. All of our lecturers are industry experts. So in other words, we're well qualified individuals that have got quite a broad range of expertise and knowledge within the industry. Some of it's domestic, some of it's industrial. It includes gas work. So quite a broad range of expertise built up over many years that we can share with the students. And, we can point students in the right direction so that they can develop their skills to their fullest. We also have very high achievement rates. Very, very few people actually go through one of our plumbing courses without achieving and gaining a certificate. There are a few that drop out early on because it's probably not what they expected, but those who continue often achieve, and many of them go on to do the next level. And there are diverse progression opportunities within the sector that we mentioned before as well. So it doesn't just have to be plumbing. You can go on to do gas, you can do repairs and maintenance and many other things too, once you've got those qualifications. So what next? Students who qualify can go on to an advanced level within a safe and well-structured environment. So, everything is safety orientated at Walsall College. Students are, we watch them all the time to ensure that they're properly trained. So if they're using things like blow torches, they've had proper instruction on how to use it, how to store it, and how to connect the gas bottles. Just as an example, make sure that they wear the correct safety wear, eyeglasses, safety glasses, gloves, boots, and high vis. We insist on all the students wearing high vis vests. So we're trying to get all our students work ready. So we're trying to develop that employability culture. We're trying to get students to feel that confident when they apply for apprenticeships and jobs. Students might also want to explore apprenticeships within the building service sector. So again, Walsall College is a good place to start with that because we've got some contacts, and that is something that we can point you in the right direction of. Just go back, sorry about that, I'm just going to go back. Back a couple of slides. Sorry about that. The mouse that I use is a little bit temperamental. Okay. So the study programme, to get onto one of the pathways, what we call the pathways courses, or the introductory courses, the entry courses, we're really looking at preferably maths and English grades 2 to 3. Okay, so preferably a 2 and a 3. We also do some tests in college when the students start. So we usually do these during the summer actually, or during the interview process, but we can't do that at the moment. So we're looking at an entry 2 and an entry 3 on these maths and literacy tests that we do as a minimum. Level 1 students, again, we take that up a little bit. So we're looking for level 3, or sorry, a grade 3 and a grade 4 at least 2 grade 3s to on a GCSE maths and English to go on to level 1. Again, on the BKSB test that we do, the maths and literacy test, we're looking at an entry 3 and a level 1. Level 2 we normally reserve for progression from level 1. So existing students that have done a year or 2 at college may want to progress to level 2. There are exceptions, and if your son or daughter has perhaps been to another college and done a level 1 program and succeeded there, then we would accept them on a level 2, provided they meet all the requirements. So yeah, there are exceptions. The level 3 is reserved again for progression from level 2, whether that's within Walsall College or from another college. And students will take part in a variety of enrichment activities while they're at college. There are opportunities there to undergo other activities from time to time. We also encourage work-related learning and work experience as well. So any students that have got part-time jobs or the opportunity to work with perhaps a member of the family or a friend in the industry, we encourage that as well. And again, all the time we're trying to encourage students to be professional in their outlook and their behaviour, and we want them to leave college employable and have the skills that they need. Okay, so there is a virtual tour. Do you want me to do that, Naj?
It's up to you, or if you want to. Yeah.
Just see if I'm sure I can bring that up.
Yeah. See if you can share it.
Right. Okay. I can maximise that screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's the green button on the left where you, yeah, or you can just pull it.
Drag it down, just to make it a bit
It's the
more.
Mac, isn't it?
Okay. When I'm at work, I'm using Windows.
Yeah.
The iMac. So we've got a bit of a virtual tour of Green Lane. So we'll click on that. And hopefully we can get the plumbing workshops up. So what you can see there in front of you is just the reception area when you come in the main building at Green Lane. Doesn't look very exciting from the outside, but there's lots going on the inside. And if we have a look at the plumbing and gas workshop, as I say, it's probably not the best. That's better. It's a little bit distorted there, but you could probably get from that the sense of the size and scale of the workshop. So there are areas here where we've got small plumbing bays which we can hang radiators and connect pipe work up to. We've got lots of benches. There are more benches over there. You can't see too well here, but at the moment we've got screens up in between the benches so that students are protected from obviously during the pandemic from spreading the coronavirus. It's just an added element of protection. So if we can scroll around a little bit. So I don't know if you can see down this side here, these yellow things. These are all the pipe bending machines that we use, handheld bending machines. And then on the wall here, normally we've got what we call a shadow board. And we haven't got all the tools up at the moment because obviously we're having to minimise the contact with them. So when a student gets the tools, they use them and then wipe them down afterwards. But normally the walls here are full of tools just for the students to go and get, and they can work away at whatever they're doing, whether it's pipe work or soldering or bending pipes. Again, I don't know if you can see, this is where we enter the workshop, and you'll see all the safety signs. We are very hot on health and safety. So if the student's not got their work boots, they have to go and get them, or they can't come in the workshop, and we perhaps give them some work to do in the library. So that's sort of the college. I'm just trying, that looks a little bit better from that.
Yeah, that does, yeah.
That's quite so distorted. I don't know if it's click on that. Oh, I've lost it. No, it's taken me somewhere else now, but that gives you a bit of an overview of the workshops. There are some areas that there are other areas. So we can get back on there. Oh, there we are, back on. Okay, so if we can scroll down a little bit more. I don't know if you can see down this side. So the blanked off at the moment, we've got individual bays where students install bathroom suites. We've got boiler jigs on the wall. We can just see one somebody's not a chance to finish there, but we've got airing cupboards with hot water cylinders in. So we try and create as much a realistic work environment as we possibly can. You know, we've got quite a few of those bays. So one of the colleges I've worked at in the past only had, 4 of these bays, and they have a lot more students than what we have at Walsall College. If we scroll around a little bit further, probably can't see it perfectly there, but we've got more bays. These go right the way down the workshop and back up the other side. So we have got quite a good working area, and it's quite well equipped. You can just see some of the benches there with devices on. And we always encourage recycling as well. Materials have to be recycled. We're very environmentally conscious at Walsall College, particularly in the plumbing industry. If you get a job on site, you're expected to sort the materials and dispose of them safely and adequately. I think that's about it, really. That's as much as I can tell you.
That's really thorough, yeah. It's a really massive room, isn't it, the workshop?
It is. It's a bit hard to tell from that, Nige, but yeah, it is a big workshop.
Yeah, I've done tours with kind of school leavers before in the past and taken various visitors around Green Lane, and it is really impressive. At the Green Lane campus, you can see that we've got brickwork, plastering, electrical, carpentry, your trades and your services, and it is all really kind of industry standard stuff. So yeah, if you get time, obviously have a look on our website and go through the campuses. It's just a shame that we haven't got our doors open to let people in at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll close the screen share, I think.
Yeah.
Stop share. That's it. That's okay. It takes me 3 minutes
Yeah,
to
that was really great.
Okay, I think we're just back to
Yeah.
any questions, really.
Yeah, before we quickly go to the questions, I just want to show everyone how easy it is to apply for the courses if they are interested in plumbing or anything else that they might be interested in. David, can you see the website on the screen? Is it sharing? Yeah. Okay, so easiest way to navigate the website to find a course is if you go to Study With Us and then click on All Subjects. And then on this page here, you'll see all of the different subjects that we do. So we've got kind of lots of different things here, including plumbing and gas. So I'm just going to click on that one. And then on this page, it's got a little bit of information about the sector, the industry. We've got quite a few videos and galleries as well. So please do have to take a look through those. In terms of applying for a course, on the right-hand side where you've got study options, you've got your options there. So you've got apprenticeships, we've got kind of evening courses, part-time courses for adult learners, and full-time courses. So if I'm interested in a level 1 plumbing studies course, I'm just going to click on that. And then that will take you to the course page where you can find a lot more information about the course. So things like units, what you'll be kind of covering on your course. It's really in depth, actually. Entry requirements. I mean, obviously, with everything going on at the minute, when you do apply, we will take into consideration the circumstances. If you want to print it, you can do so here. And if you want to apply, you can apply by clicking this button here, and then it takes you to an online form. So it's really easy, super easy. If you've got any questions, obviously you can email the college, but the floor is open now. If you have got any questions, do pop them in the chat, and then David and myself can try and help you out. So if you've got anything, please pop them in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
Give it a couple of minutes. If not, that's fine. But if you have, please do pop them in. I don't think we'll be having any questions. If you do think of anything, after this session, please pop an email to info@walsallcollege.ac.uk. We can make sure that the inquiries go through to the plumbing team and through to David if there are any questions that you want to ask afterwards. So hopefully you found that useful. Thanks a lot, David, for your time as well. That's absolutely fine. We've got a whole suite of different subjects running over the next few weeks. If you pop on our website, you can have a look at all the other subject areas as well, if there are other areas that you're thinking about in terms of career options and that sort of thing. So do take care, stay safe, and hopefully we'll get to speak to you soon. Bye everybody.
Thank you. Bye now.
Bye.